I'm scared like this video is gonna be something. Ugh. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Shacey Bender. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Sierra, and welcome back to this week's video. Today, we will be taking a deep dive into the wondrous world of imagines. But before we get into anything, what is an imagine?
Can I tell them?
Yeah.
An imagine is basically a short Wattpad-esque script. Yeah, I know, red flag. / short paragraph over an image.
Typically, it features celebrities or TV show or movie characters, and it incorporates you in it. It incorporates you into this scripted situation with them. Typically, these images feature pictures of the people that are supposed to be involved to make you feel immersed.
Imagines are pretty much fanfiction meets TikTok POV, and in fact, in my personal opinion, Imagines are actually the predecessor of what became a TikTok POV. You know, it was like before it was like, you know, some type of point of view thing, but like with text and an image, but since it's like moved to a even, I don't know, sometimes cringier like video format, then that's kind of basically what it is.
Now, the reason why we wanted to make this video was because we have seen so many awful One Direction imagines from over the past couple years, and we were extremely curious as to whether or not there were Big Time Rush ones, and how bad were they?
Especially with how infamous the One Direction ones are. If you haven't seen any One Direction ones ever in your life, you're in for a treat, or maybe a ride to the hospital. We'll find out.
So we scoured deep through the catacombs, the bowels of Pinterest, to find so many imagines from a variety of fandoms. And this video is a result of our findings.
I started a Pinterest board, and then because we decided we were going to make a video on this, I told Sierra, you should make one too, and we can surprise each other. Even though we looked for quite a few fandoms, such as the Jonas Brothers, Harry Potter, Lab Rats from Disney XD, everything. And we were only able to find them for One Direction, Big Time Rush, and Criminal Minds.
I know it's a very odd combination of things, but this was all we could find.
I mean, plus, not that every interest that we have is niche, because I mean, obviously, a lot of the things that we've listed do have big fan bases, but I don't know if all the things we are looking for, everyone would like all together. Like, how did Criminal Minds make it here?
Yeah, we're not sure what we're gonna do yet because, you know, we're literally just filming this right now, but they will either be chapters, which we aren't exactly sure how they work yet because we haven't really used them before, or we will put timestamps as to what fandom imagines we will be talking about at like certain points, so you can watch for the imagines that you want to see. So if you just want to see Big Time Rush and One Direction, you can watch those. If you just want to watch the Criminal Minds ones, you can watch out for that. Let's get into the imagines.
First, I guess we should say that we're going to start with the Big Time Rush ones because they are what started this video. And some of these were so bad that I can't even say these on the internet. It's not something I would like people to find me saying on the internet. Plus, they just disturb me. And even beyond that, like, even the stuff on here is already weird enough that I had to private this Pinterest board so no one else could see it.
So let's get started.
So I guess we're gonna start with my board. I'll pick something pretty tame to ease us into this. Obviously you can't see, but I have a laptop.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be pulling mine up on my phone.
I think I'm gonna go with this one. A little cringe, but it'll, like, you know, slowly ease us into this. Imagine James being paralyzed the first time he sees you. You got me paralyzed, paralyzed, paralyzed. I don't know, it's like, it's cringy. Like, I feel like they picked a bad moment for him as well. It's not helping his case.
Yeah, it's whatever. Honestly, pretty tame. It's just a little cheesy, and that's okay.
I mean, at least it has to do with, like, a song or something. Like, not people, like, making up stuff about the actual, like, real life members. Like, they're talking about James Diamond here.
You would assume, anyway.
Hopefully. What do you have to bring to the table at Show and Tell?
Okay.
Oh no!
Now this one is really bad.
We're escalating a lot from the last one.
Ew, I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Imagine Kendall sits in front of me at the table in our tour bus. In our tour bus? Wait. In the tour bus.
Couples tour bus. Touring the world.
Yeah. His coffee in his hand. He smiles. Morning, Kendall. I hate how it says I smile back. I don't want to say that I'm doing it.
Yeah, like, ew.
I'm gonna say you smile back. Good morning, baby.
Ew, don't.
Ew! It's so uncomfortable. My asexual can't deal with it. Okay. Are you feeling okay? He asks, and I nod my head. I need to stop saying I because I do not want to be associated. I just felt a little sick this morning, you said, rubbing your growling belly. He takes a hold of your hand and rubs his thumb over the back of it. I'm sorry, he sighs. It's okay. It's not your fault, you said, and Kendall laughs.
Oh.
It kinda is. I'm the one who got you pregnant, remember?
Hello.
He asks, raising his eyebrows at you. You laugh and nod your head. Yeah, I don't care about being sick. I'm just happy that I get to have this baby with you. You said, and he smiles. He leans over and kisses you. Me too.
That was. I know, this might actually be the worst one of the entire video, and we have so many left.
It's not the worst one.
What? Also, I hate, like, you know, I'm the one who got you pregnant, remember? Like, that's how they have to reveal it. And also, this is so disgusting. Like, what kind of gross fanfiction is this? Like, this is why I'm so glad that I was never a Wattpad girly.
We just played episode instead.
This is, like, proof that, like, again, I don't know who the audience is for these because, like, as a Big Time Rush fan, you know, especially you're a Kendall girl.
Yeah.
Like, she is in love with this man, and ew. Ugh. Like, again, who is this for? Who enjoys reading that?
I don't know. I'm not judging if people read these or enjoy these. I just personally don't like them, and they make me deeply uncomfortable to my core.
Well, now that we've gotten crazy, should I make it even worse?
Yes.
Now, you know what? Now that you're pregnant, this is the baby's birth. It's another Kendall. Imagine.
Oh my gosh, it's like a whole storyline.
I don't like this. And I love how the only comment on this is what in the Wattpad. Thank you for adding that. But even beyond that, what grosses me out about this is, like, he's holding someone's child. Like, this is, like, a real photo of him, and who
who is that
got
baby?
this?
Yeah, that and who is that baby?
But I guess we're gonna read it anyway. Hello. So, not to interrupt the video, but we just need to say something. Me and Sierra were talking about it, and honestly, like, you know, it's funny to come across a photo like that if you're, like, just the one witnessing it, but because there's literally a newborn baby or something in it, like, it literally looks like a family photo in the background of this Imagine. We don't feel comfortable showing it, and just because, like, it's already posted does not mean we want to spread that around. So we're just going to make our own version of it, just like with text on the screen, so you can at least read it along with us. So anything that includes, like, children or anything like that in these photos, again, I don't know why people are posting these or how they have them, but we're just going to either censor the children out or we're just not going to show them, period. Because especially with this one, the text is going over the child's face, and we do not want to show you guys that. Imagine. The nurse walks in with your newborn. Here comes my new princess, Kendall says, extending his arms. Should I say my name like it says your name?
Yeah, I guess.
Look, Cheyenne. She looks just like you. Hi, baby. I'm your daddy, Kendall says, holding onto the baby's hand.
I am disturbed.
I never want to think of them in this way.
I know. Big Time Rush is so precious to me, my whole childhood and up to now. I don't want to think about having a baby with a Big Time Rush member. Like, actually, ew.
I don't know. Like, again, you're making stuff up about her, like a real person. It rubs me the wrong way. Here, I think you'll, like this one. I guess we're on a roll of Kendall.
We have to have another one that is not of Kendall. I'm sorry. Come back to that.
Okay.
Come back to that. Go on a different one.
Okay, how about, here we're on a streak with the children.
Oh my god. Imagine James being the father to your children.
Actually, it says, imagine James being the father to your children. So...
Well, the worst part about these imagines is that they're posting this, like, who is that child? I don't like that. Like, you're saying, like, James being the father to your children, and you have a picture of, like, some actual girl who's clearly, like, again, not his child or anything, like... I mean, unless it's the person who made the imagine.
Like, screwed up on itself.
Do I get another James one or a Logan one?
I think we need Logan up in this house.
I can't even read this. Like, it looks so bad.
The text, it's so hard to read on here.
Imagine Logan giving you a small puppy so it can keep you company while he's away on tour.
No, thank you.
Like, who edited this photo to make him look like the yellowest, like, person I've ever seen? It's a very brown image. Like, it's just, like, not doing him justice. Like, the editing on all of these are, like, so bad.
Like, it makes him look, like, cheesy, if that makes sense.
Yeah!
Like, again, like, the yellow, brown, orangeness of it.
All that's left is James and Kendall.
Okay, let's just keep going. Imagine cuddling with James and him whispering in your ear, 'cause the world stops
when I put my arms around you, oh, and nothing even matters, nothing even matters. It's not the worst one, again, it's just like the paralyzed one. Like, at least it's just the song. Although the picture's kind of like there's a robot staring at me.
And also, first of all, just ew, like, and like him whispering in your... Actually, like, whispering triggers me.
No, and actually...
It's so gross.
I love the comments of these. Like, I love how everyone's making fun of it, too. Like, no one is taking this seriously, at least on this post. Some other people were being very disgusting and sexual in the other comment sections. But, to be honest, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining our community. Imagine Kendall showing your son the meet and greet room. Does that mean that you met in the meet and greet room?
Wait, what?
What I'm saying is, like, okay, so you and Kendall met in the meet and greet room, like, that's where you met for the first time, you fall in love, you marry him, and then you have his child, and you're like, this is where we first met, in the meet and greet room.
Ew, I hate that stuff of, like, dating the fans, like...
And who was this child again?
It's so fanfic.
Who is this child?
I almost want to censor that child's face. Like, I think we should censor all the children's faces in this video, because I don't know whose children they are.
Here's, like, a definitely romance Wattpad. Like, this could be in a rom-com, maybe.
Imagine. Kendall is...
You're so over it by this point.
I am.
I'm ready to move on to One Direction.
Imagine. Kendall is outside washing his car. Then you walk up to him and say, nice job. Thanks, Kendall. Oh, Kettle, not Kendall. Kettle says, admiring his shiny washed car. Is that how you spell shiny? I think that spells shinny. But...
I want to say the girl's voice.
Okay, yeah.
But seems like you missed a spot.
You say. Kendall looks at the car confused.
Where?
He says, you grab the water hose from Kendall and say,
right here!
Then you spray Kendall with the watering hose. Kendall yells,
Sierra, get back here!
Then he begins running after you with the hose. I hope you guys like my reading voice.
I think that might be it for Big Time Rush.
By the way, just in case anyone was wondering, we could not find any Carlos Big Time Rush imagines for whatever reason, so that's why there wasn't any in this Big Time Rush section of the video.
Because honestly, there are more, but some of them are like, they gross me out too much, or they're kind of way too similar to the ones we just read. So like, let's move on to One Direction. I'm so excited to see these infamous ones. It's gonna be a little refreshing. Not as much Wattpad, more like what is going on.
Now, I found a lot of One Direction ones on my Pinterest, so I would actually like to go first.
Oh, okay. She's stepping up to the plate. This feels like one of those videos where it's like they keep doing things until they cringe and then they stop the video.
Yeah.
But we should have stopped the video a long time ago.
Imagine you and Lou just broke up, but you still love him. As you're crying at home, you receive a text from Harry with a picture of Lou and the message reading, "He's not the same without you. Please come back."
Well,
Or, I mean,
please.
he's not the same without you. Please come back. Sorry, I forgot the British accent when
Yeah.
reading Harry's message.
But there's so many amazing things to talk about it. The formatting of this is just terrible. And my favorite part about it, not only the fact that they're calling him Lou instead of Louis, but please come back.
I know, it's amazing.
He didn't put any effort into that message. He doesn't want you back.
Okay, now show me one of your One Direction imagines.
Imagine Niall Horan crawling inside your ear. You tell him to stop, but he is in there.
Who actually came up with that? I think that's like the best one that we've seen so far, if I'm being honest.
But I'm just like, what is he doing in there? Can you imagine he's just like, hey. But like you're hearing it, it's like crazy, like you're like, ow!
Like that episode of SpongeBob where Plankton was like, okay, I don't know. I have a really gross one. I should read these in British accents. Like,
Yeah,
I
do
should,
it.
like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but I wasn't gonna be able to do Niall's accent.
Oh yeah, I can't do that kind of accent, so sorry about it. Imagine your beauty distracts 2/5 of One Direction. Harry and Zayn couldn't help but stare at you while they sing their songs to many fans. Zayn, that girl is hot. I can't.
I can't do it. That girl is hot.
Harry shakes his head in disgust. She's a girl.
A beautiful girl.
Not a temperature. And plus, she's mine.
I don't know why you saying that gave me flashbacks to a One Direction dating game. A video game that I used to play. But no, I remember playing it and you got to choose which member
Wait.
you wanted to date, and the dates always went like terribly.
Girls Go Games.
Definitely. It was definitely on there. That was actually a good one.
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to keep up the British accent thing, but we'll see.
I have only one One Direction one left because I kind of left that to her. Imagine you come out of a teeth transplant. Harry, I'm out alive, you scream. Who do you think gave you the teeth? He says, smile.
Oh my gosh, this is actually amazing, this one. This one is actually like the best one of the day, probably.
You know, I swear I saved this before I even read it. I just saw that image and I just had to save it. And honestly, the thing is, like, we can't see whether he has the bottom row or not, so I don't think he would sound like that. Like, I'm like, okay, think, you know, like, just British people things, but teeth. He
That's
definitely could.
insane.
If you had your two front teeth, I think you could still say teeth. That's assuming he still has his bottom row.
Sure, I can.
It's like a little baby or like SpongeBob or something. But the last thing I want to say is that regardless of anything with this image, maybe even if I had to get a teeth transplant and I had like no teeth left, I don't think I'd want Harry Styles' teeth in my mouth. I think that's the gross part about it, is that he gave you his teeth. They didn't just give you like dentures or something. Let's see if you can top my 1D imagine.
I have so many really bad ones. Alright, I think I want to do this one because, like, maybe you'll find it a little bit spicy. Harry. I don't know if I can do the British accent. Okay.
Can I help?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey Zayn, what are you doing?
Trainer, I suggest you do not bother him, Harry.
Why?
Zayn. Some guy was hitting on... I don't want to say my name.
Some guy was hitting on Cheyenne.
If any guy gets near her, I will kick his ass so hard he won't be able to reproduce. Same goes for you too, mate.
Remembers the time he hit on you. Oh, okay. Well, look at the time. I should get going. Runs the other way.
So yeah, like, I really liked it. It was pretty spicy. I'm not gonna be doing any accents in this one because Niall is speaking, and I can't do it. I can't do any other accent. Imagine you. Hey, Harry, do you know if snatches your phone? And what do we have here? You. Niall, give it back. Niall runs away. Guys, I have Sierra's phone. Louis, let's take a picture. No, give it. And then they take that picture.
Looks like they're gonna kiss or something.
It kind of does look that way. Here, you want to read that one?
So, Louis, you
You
have
didn't say imagine.
Damn it! Imagine. So, Louis, you have a girlfriend, correct? The interviewer asks, oh, it's not. I didn't know.
No, it's probably
So, Louis, you have a girlfriend, correct?
Oh my god.
The interviewer asks, yup, he's gotten smitten with her. I'm sorry. Sierra is all he talks about. I'm sorry, you didn't put yourself in the last one, so you have to.
Okay.
You have to take it. Oh, I'm Louis, and I'm in love with Sierra. I'm sorry, I didn't get the vibe of it. Ooh, I'm Louis, and I'm in love with Sierra. Zane trails off. Shut up, Zane. Louis laughs.
It's actually like really uncomfortable. It's actually really bad. I have one more that I think is worth having in here. It's another interview. Imagine. So, Harry, what do you think about Niall's girlfriend? Harry. Well, first when I met her, she said my hat was ugly. Niall. Haha, that's my girl. Okay, I don't feel like. Oh, wait, I forgot about this one. There's another one. Imagine Harry's making you dinner and your daughter keeps playing with the knives and he gives her this look. I don't know why people are so obsessed with having children, just in general, and then why people are so obsessed with having children with celebrities and fictional men.
Plus, he looked so young in that image.
Yeah, it's kind of frightening. But those are all the 1D ones that we have.
So I guess it's time to move on to Criminal Minds.
There's not many Criminal Minds ones. I will say that. Just giving you guys a heads up.
Should we do the one that we shared, or?
Yeah, the one that we both saved, sure.
Imagine Reid taking you in after both of your parents are killed on a case.
What does that even mean? What, we have to live with him now?
And like, also, Criminal Minds is such a weird thing to make imagines about. You know, like, everything is bad, like, all the
Yeah,
time.
everything is just so bad about it. Something bad would have had to happen to you for you to meet these people. If you're not police or FBI. And it's funny because Cheyenne and I were on a bus trip a couple weeks back, and me and Cheyenne, for some reason, were joking the whole entire time about pulling, like, crime stunts to get the BAU from Criminal Minds to notice us as a joke. And obviously,
Notice me, love me, choose me after I robbed a bank.
but yeah, we were like joking about that for whatever reason, and then I heard the group leader on the bus say something about Quantico, Virginia, and I was like, cause like not after us talking about that and then being like,
There's something wrong with us, because, like, literally I remember the whole time we were like, I hope no one's listening to our conversation of us talking about this, because people would be like, what the hell are they talking about? And even beyond what we were saying on that bus, when we were at home, like, watching it, we were like, yeah, come to my city. Even though that means, like, somebody would have had to have been killed, or, like,
Yeah.
something bad is happening for them to be there. But, I mean, I get excited whenever I see my state or city in an episode, okay?
alright, I will pull up one of mine. This is like such a horrible picture to put on here because of what we know the episode was for this Imagine, but anyway.
Yeah, but you won't spoil it. In case you haven't seen Criminal Minds and you want to watch it.
Imagine Hutch having a nightmare and calling you, then trying to hold it together because he doesn't want to cry over the phone while you comfort him.
Ew. He's like a grown adult man.
I know.
Like, and I mean it in the sense, like, again, not that there's anything wrong with him crying, it's like he shouldn't be calling me. So that's why I feel so
yeah,
wrong.
like it feels icky.
Like, why is he calling a minor?
I guess that is for like someone that like has like a huge crush on Hotchner.
It's like, I mean, I kind of do, but like, it's a thing where it's just like, no. Like,
yeah, like he's literally someone's dad. It's like you don't want to think about him contacting you.
Yeah.
What is one of yours?
Now, this one, it just made me cringe, okay? Not that, like, it's, like, really crazy or anything like that. Just kind of, like, seeing him there makes me mad. Imagine outsmarting Reid, and then he takes a few minutes to fully compute the fact that you're as intelligent as he is.
This really is just so fanfic, and it really just reminds me of a lot of the things that people say in the Criminal Minds fandom, like the community, saying, better study up because Spencer Reid likes smart girls.
He clearly doesn't.
Yeah, that's why he dated Lila.
I hate Lila, okay?
No, she irritates me. And she was not smart because she's like, oh, I'm gonna go in the pool. Even though, literally, like, she's being stalked. That really irritated me. I really disliked that episode.
She gave icky vibes anyway. I guess, like, the last thing that I honestly have to say is that I feel like this is such a rare occurrence. It's, like, only in a fanfiction Wattpad, like, scenario. Because it's, like, he has, like, what, an IQ of 180 something?
Is that really how high it is?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They say that in, like, the first episode. You know, even if you're a smart person, it would be very rare for you to be smarter, like, even smarter than Spencer Reid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like his reaction.
Yeah.
Straight man?
Whoa.
Well, that's what your face was telling me.
Yeah, you know, but, like, he's really, like, bicon. Oh my gosh, it's such a crime that they...
A crime.
Yeah, I know, pun intended, that he wasn't bisexual or anything in the show.
Even though he was supposed to be.
Yeah. In my mind, he is bisexual or asexual or something. I have one more Criminal Minds one.
Oh god.
Imagine the BAU celebrating yours and Spencer's engagement.
Not marriage.
Like, it's giving me the egg. I don't want to picture that. I don't want to picture me being engaged to him, and I even like this man. I don't like it.
That's a photo too.
It's like the fact that I'm this repulsed, and I literally have a crush on this man. Like, I'm in love with this man, and this is, like, my reaction to it. Really shows how deeply uncomfortable Imagines really truly do make me feel.
Okay, I think we're on the last Imagine. On second thought, I actually have none. I messed up, okay? Don't hurt me! The viewer, like, reaches through the screen and is like...
So that was all the Imagines that we were going to read today. But wait, you thought the video was over? No, of course not. You know who we are. We're crazy. So we decided to do something crazy ourselves.
More like you decided.
I decided to write my own fanfiction Imagine based on all of the Imagines that we read here today. It's my first fanfic, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Not giving me credit.
I did write most of it, but she wrote the end of it. So I guess I'm gonna read my fanfiction. Tell me if you guys like it. And please don't take anything of this fanfic seriously. I literally wrote this as a joke. And writing this made me hate myself a little bit. So
I don't know, I had a good time, but...
I know, but
like,
it's
you
the
really...
fact
No.
that I came up with this and wrote this is what, like, makes me, you know, die inside a little bit.
She hated the experience a lot more than I did, and she even hates what I wrote.
Yeah, she totally changed the narrative of the story, so...
You told me specific instructions that I followed.
We've come to deliver a package. I was given very specific instructions by Mycroft Holmes. Where is the headmistress office? I'm sorry, I had to do it.
So, you know what? If she wants to criticize and y'all want to criticize...
Okay, so this is our fanfiction Imagine. And this is, like, very long, so that's why I'm saying fanfiction, not just an Imagine.
Yeah, and we have, like, actual images that I made. I made a whole entire PowerPoint presentation with a little bit of Sierra's help. You barely helped, but you did.
Thank you.
She couldn't figure out the text.
Okay, like, literally.
Well, I'm gonna call you out before you, like, start reading a lot. And I hope you enjoy the images going across your screen. Imagine, after a 1D concert, the band kidnaps you and keeps you in their tour bus because they are obsessed with you. Get in the bus, lass, Niall says. BTR is angry about it because they are also obsessed with you for unknown reasons, and gets into their tour bus to chase after One Direction to get to you. We call dibs!
You hear them shout out the window as they follow behind 1D's bus. James Diamond slams his foot on the gas pedal and rear ends 1D. Oh my gosh, what are they gonna do? 1D is startled by the crash and gets out of their vehicle to see what happened. But BTR hurries out of their bus and gets into 1D's.
We've been hijacked, mate.
Harry says to Zayn. It's in the rule of dibs, Logan says
In
to
a British
you.
accent, you effed up.
It's in the rule.
It's in the rule of dibs.
No, you say it.
It's in the rule of dibs. I can't do it again. It's over. It'll be in it. It'll be on video.
Logan says to you in a British accent, mocking One Direction, as James hops into the driver's seat and speeds away. Whilst Kendall quietly contemplates all of his life decisions, Carlos hands you a corn dog and says, "A corn dog for our worldwide girl.
Can I say my interpretation?
Yeah.
A corn dog for our worldwide girl.
Oh my god, that was so much better.
It's because I want to be the teacher for my Carly.
The bus stops abruptly, and James screams in horror, looking at his messy hair in the mirror. He panicked, knowing that he left his lucky comb back in the other bus. You see him pull out his phone and scream, "Hello? FBI? I need help! My hair's limp and lifeless!" Little did he know that the BAU was following this whole situation and fell into their trap. "We knew you'd call us," Hotch says sternly. Garcia tracks your location from James's phone, and the team finds you. Agent Morgan breaks down the door, tackles James, and handcuffs him while Rossi and Prentice handcuff the other BTR members and 1D.
It's time for me to take over.
Yeah, she's gonna read what she wrote.
Don't judge me.
She was under the impression that there was supposed to be a love interest because of all the imagines that we read. So this is what she came up with.
Dr. Reid turns to you with concern in his eyes. Are you okay? Your eyes meet and you utter out, "I will be," under your breath, knowing you told the biggest lie you've ever told. You found it quite fun to be kidnapped and fought over by your favorite boy bands. I'm Dr. Spencer Reid. I'd like to bring you in for a few questions if that is alright. We like to know all the information about these cases so we can study them for the future. That's fine with me, you say in relief. He leads you to the car they brought for you to be escorted out and back to Quantico for your interview. You get into the car as you see all the agents leave to board their jet, their most unrealistic jet. As they sit on the aircraft smiling, feeling good about saving yet another victim. Spencer says, "You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey, Edward Cullen." Which was ironic, considering he never read or watched Twilight. The screen fades into black as we wait to see what other case the team will investigate next. And that's our fanfic.
And also I love how you didn't even attempt to do a Spencer Reid voice. Can you try?
Okay, Simon, Alvin, and the Chipmunks. I need to channel that. I don't know. I'm trying to get the pitch right. I'm embarrassed because if this is on video, you try it first.
I don't know how to say it. It's like this raspy, like, kind of voice. I don't know how to say it. Okay, we're not doing this anymore. I'm like genuinely embarrassed and I didn't even say anything.
I'm Dr. Spencer Reid. Actually.
Okay, that's science teacher territory.
I am your science teacher. Today we'll be discussing the elements of the periodic table.
That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed our fanfiction and all of the imagines that we have explored today in the bowels of imagines on Pinterest.
Again, please don't judge me. Look, please take my feelings out of consideration, like, for this man, okay? I did not write it that he was going to be the love interest because I like him. No, I would never do that, okay? No, actually, like, I don't want people under the impression, like, because it was supposed to be, like, you know, like, you as a reader are like, this is happening to you. I didn't. I actually was like, well, if Big Time Rush and One Direction don't like you, like, I mean, they do, obviously. And you even said that you found it fun to be kidnapped by them, but it just didn't feel right.
Yeah, like they're criminals now.
Yeah, although, I mean, I would choose Big Time Rush over, like, Spencer Reid, but,
yeah,
like, you know what I mean. Someone had to be the love interest, okay? And honestly, I didn't know how far to go with it. I would have went farther, but it was just out of my comfort zone.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. We have a gaming channel. A link to that will be in the description. I guess let us know if you want us to make another video like this. I don't know. I would be willing to do it again.
Send a link to some Shrek imagines. So.
Shrek, that would be actually amazing. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!